Mehryn, it's Friday at 9 a.m.
Welcome back. You've been gone for who knows? It feels like
I have been gone, and you know what the Friday at 9 a.m. means? It means it's time for the fastest 10 minutes of Microsoft Teams news of the week. Mehryn, I've been off for 2 weeks. I have a lot of energy. I want to thank everybody for the almost 2,000 emails, the almost 2,000 Teams messages that I have been catching up on all week. It did come to a point where I actually right-clicked and I said, mark is red. So if I haven't gotten back to you, there's a reason why. Please reach out again, and I'll be sure to take it. But thank you, everybody, for the time off. Thank you, everybody, for keeping it together. Mehryn, there's a lot of stuff to get to, so we're going to jump right in.
All right, let's go. And our most favorite topic, Copilot. We've got a really good training coming up. I was telling Jimmy, I've heard a lot from our community for these trainings that have popped up across the globe. It's like standing room only. These events, I think this one is virtual. It's a boot camp that you can catch online, but the in-person events are selling out like crazy, but this is one that you can attend virtually, and it's next week, so do not miss it, right?
100% Copilot. You got to start learning this stuff because as a partner, this is what customers are talking about. Also, another thing for our partners to understand, the end of Skype for Business Server and Microsoft Teams Rooms on Windows. This is coming, and we've got to make sure that people understand. Now, we don't see a lot of customers with Skype for Business anymore, and that's why this is here, Mehryn. 100% we want to make sure that people understand. If your customers are using Skype for Business still on-prem and haven't moved to Teams, make sure that they understand what it's there. There's a blog post that explains all of this. Not a lot of time for us to sort of go into, but understand that this is something that's coming. Also, Mehryn, Microsoft Teams Rooms on Windows got an update this week, and it is a huge update. Huge
one. I know Michelle talked a little bit about this last week with Tom Brady, but this is probably the biggest release we've had, I want to say ever, at least in a really long time. And these are all the features that we've been sort of talking about and waiting for. What feels like for a year now, they're now announced, which is really exciting. And they're all on Windows and on Pro, which is really important to know, right?
Yeah, I think you're really starting to see the value of that Pro license and why people that are on Basic are really starting to miss out on some things that are really important, including I had an email actually while I was away. Hey, we're doing direct guest join and we can't get it to work. Does it work on Basic? Yes, it does, but you need PowerShell. But Shell actually put out a great YouTube short showing you how the Pro license in the Pro portal, Pro management portal, you don't need PowerShell anymore. You just apply these settings and automatically it does it for it. So 100%. Also, Mehryn, inside of there, Cloud IntelliFrame, this is a Learn article, and this Learn article contains a lot. I want people to read this and understand it.
Yeah, IntelliFrame is one of the big bets for us going into this year. It's AI coming to the meeting room, and it's one that we want all of our partners to be extremely aware of, but also know what hardware it impacts and what areas it doesn't. So there are some nuances. Just like Windows and Android, I think IntelliFrame has some intricacies to it that you need to know a lot about. So make sure you take the time to read this Learn article. We have some other resources, but this is a really good one.
Let's talk about Chicago. I mean, I can't get IntelliFrame in Chicago, Mehryn. I am upset, and I'm really, really annoyed at this. But it's inside of that Learn article, and that's the kind of thing that you as a partner have to understand. What isn't enabled? Where can we actually use things? You see on the right-hand side there, all of the cameras that we have. AI will get better over time, but what have we tested? What do we know that's working? All of these things are inside of that Learn article. And if you need more, Mehryn, Arash, who is the project manager who actually pushed this through here at Microsoft, did all of these things on it. He wrote a great blog post about everything that's inside of IntelliFrame.
Very comprehensive and a lot of amazing resources. I always love when there's videos embedded within these blog posts. And so this gives you a real life example on each one of the features, how it's working. So make sure you check that out. I think some of the Learn articles can get a little dry. At least for me, this is very interactive.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of Jimmy inside of these Learn articles, but understand it. Also, Mehryn, we talked about 418 and all the things that are in there, but let's point out some of the big things that we actually saw. First off, we've all seen this marketing picture, and everybody was asking us, when are we getting to that marketing picture? Guess what, Mehryn? We're there. We
made it. This is my favorite. I mean, honestly, you think about the meeting tax, we've all got different backgrounds. I always love looking at the back of your chair there, Jimmy, to know where you are in the world today. You're at the beach house today. But it is nice to eliminate some of that background noise, and you can really focus on the person. So I think it's
Absolutely.
streamlining things for meetings, which we all need because we have a lot of them, right?
100%. And also we talk about that cocktail party effect and the spatial audio, the way that audio hits your ears in person versus in the meeting room. These are the kind of things that when customers say, I want this, and they go to a signature room, these are the kind of experiences that they're asking for. And we want to make sure that everybody understands these experiences are here. They're in 418. Know how to actually turn them on and use them. Also, Mehryn, this week, panel software that actually enables you to scan a QR code. You know, we talk about the chocolate and peanut butter coming together, inside of the room, outside of the room, all of this together. And 100%, we want to make sure that our customers are utilizing all of the technology that we have. And these panels are an important part of that.
Yeah, you say chocolate and peanut butter, but I say peanut butter and jelly. I think you're more of a sweets guy, I guess.
I do. I love cake. I'm not a slim man, Mehryn. I'm not a slim man. I like my food. Mehryn, if there is one blog post that you should look at, it's what's new in August. Even on just Teams rooms and devices, there are so many new things. You and I are covering a couple of them today, but there's more, and we can't talk about Teams rooms without talking about Teams. So go look at this article, what's new in August. We continue to put out versions and new features and things like that. It's hard to keep up. I took 2 weeks off. I feel like I'm coming back and I'm
so much.
Did I miss a year, Mehryn? It's crazy.
Well, and a lot of times it's crazy because we are saving things realistically for Ignite in November, but clearly we had our biggest update, which beginning of September. So we're not holding back, and there's still going to be a lot more coming every single month, which is super exciting. So there's a lot of devices that got certified in there too on the personal side. So if you're doing that, please make sure you check that out.
Yeah, and something new that you might want to take a look at as an admin, the default admin password for Teams rooms Android devices will no longer be displayed inside of Admin Center in your configuration profiles. Just a quick little tidbit to sort of look at and know that this is something that's coming as well. Also, Mehryn, multi-tenant organizations. I get this all the time with people that have multiple tenants. And how do I do Teams rooms? We're helping you. We're helping you understand this. But this isn't necessarily a Teams room problem. This is more of an admin problem. But understanding how that multi-tenant organization actually works, what can be done, what can't be done, read this blog post because it's important to understand. Mehryn, we've got a new product that was released. Thank you to our friend Michael Tressler, who added this slide for us and put this out. The Panicast 50 Android-based video bar is out there. This is a 180-degree field of view camera that actually is used in a lot of signature rooms. Not the only camera that's out there, but this is something on the Teams rooms on Android-based systems that's really going to help customers sort of deploy faster, more efficiently, and more rooms.
And shout out to all of our OEMs that are on the line, or anybody that's an integrator. If you've got a new device that you're excited about or an event that you're excited about, this is a community forum. So share it with us, share a slide, and we'd be happy to help promote it. So thank you, Michael.
Fight here, Mehryn. There's a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, they're fighting to produce the show, Mehryn. But now in public preview for the Teams Rooms on Mode Roadmap. It is a targeted release. You can now enable translations inside it from the spoken language so that the transcripts actually show up in that spoken word. This is a great feature for those customers in Teams Rooms Teams Premium.
I personally love it. I actually use transcription all the time, but using it to do for other languages is the next level. If you're a multi-global or multi-country organization that's speaking in different languages, this is another feature for premium. We often talk about live, basically intelligent recap, but this is another feature of premium that doesn't get enough limelight, I would say. So make sure you know that this is available, because a lot of people are excited about it.
Also, a new calendar view on Teams Rooms on Android, Mehryn. It's coming. It's on the public roadmap, slated for October 23. Make sure to look out for this as well. Mehryn, in the words of 80s rock band Night Rangers, Sister Christian, the time has come. It's an in-person event. It is Microsoft Vision, September 13th, next week in New York City.
Right in your backyard.
We've got to sign up for this. I didn't even know about this until this morning. I saw our colleague Deb Cupp actually post about it. There are a lot of people coming into New York City from Microsoft next week. It's at the Javits Center. If you're around in New York City, take this link, sign up for it. It's going to be a great in-person event.
Yeah, one full day of content. I think it starts at 7 a.m. and runs till 5 p.m. So I wish I was with you in New York next week, but hopefully you'll be able to have a chance to check that out.
I don't know. Can Jimmy get up at 7 a.m.? I think that's the real question. But also, Mehryn, Hive Live Showcase.
Yeah, so Hive Live, many have heard about the Hive and what we do there. Essentially, the Hive is our test lab for Microsoft and what we do for our own meeting spaces. So we've brought people into our Hive to show them how we go about our process. Now we're bringing it to you live virtually. So we'll have sessions in September, October, November, and December that you can attend. You can invite your customers to attend, open to all. And that's our Microsoft digital team. Just give you an understanding of what our process is, including what we do for large conference rooms, what we do for whiteboarding, going through our signature rooms. So really great stuff there. Make sure you sign up and check it out.
Also, Mehryn, there's a lot of Microsoft places.
Yes.
I'm pausing for dramatic effect, Mehryn. Microsoft places, but there's a lot of places to go. Microsoft Ignite is open. Register. It's both in person and virtual this year. You can join us in Seattle if you're out there. I know a lot of our OEMs will be out there. I know there's going to be a lot of exciting news. I've seen a lot of the things that might come to fruition this year, and I'm excited for Microsoft Ignite, Mehryn.
Yep, and it's in person. So if you want to attend in person, now is the time. Do not miss out, because sometimes we reach capacity and there's no more spots available. So that just happened yesterday. So hot off the press.
Sign up now. It's in November, 100%. That's for the place to be in November. Mehryn, I'm back. It's Friday.
Good energy.
I think we have now kicked off. I don't think I have vacation till this time next year. Michelle, Michael, Mehryn, everybody in the audience, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for attending. Please share this with your friends. Why don't you go ahead and take us out of here, guys? Have a great weekend, everybody.